Welcome! This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features electronic magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are the features we have for you this week. On Motoring Forum, we shall have MMDA Chairman Danny Lim on the relaunching of the Children's Road Safety Park. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on right-of-way of vehicles turning right. This week's Payong Chuper shall be about following, loading, and unloading traffic rules. The public service segment shall have the motoring public's reaction on claims that there is a transport crisis in the country. Showcase this week shall have the subcompact SUV from JAC, the S1 1.3 MT Intelligent. While for race weekend, we'll look back on the highlights of the Phoenix STV Auto Rally Corporate Challenge.
All these plus the latest news on the country's transportation and traffic management are in this edition of Motoring Today. Join us!
Mitsubishi Xpander. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
The things that make my day. My Mini-Me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Elevate your journey. The new Montero Sport. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Welcome back. Motoring Today now starts with the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. The DPWH recently conducted an inspection visit on the construction development of the Cavite-Laguna Expressway or CALA-X, along with Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation subsidiary and PCALA Holdings executives. This is in line with the department's goal to open the first sections of CALA-X by the end of the month.
The first section starts at the Mamplasan Barrier and passes through Laguna Technopark Interchange, Laguna Boulevard Interchange, all the way to Santa Rosa Tagaytay Interchange.
Ito po yung Laguna portion ng CALA-X at ang target namin by the end of the month, i-open namin itong 10-kilometer segment. So ang simula niya, Mamplasan, at dito po yung dulo sa Santa Rosa. So paglabas sa exit dito, lampas ka na sa commercial area ng Santa Rosa. Papuntang Tagaytay na.
According to the DPWH, The first 3 sections from Mamplasan to Santa Rosa, when opened, will spur growth in trade and tourism in Laguna and Cavite. The official added that approximately 10,000 cars are expected to use these sections. Additionally, the opening of these shall ease traffic along Governor's Drive, Aguinaldo Highway, and Santa Rosa Tagaytay Road.
Let's say papuntang Tagaytay, pwede na kayong ma-exit sa Mamplasan and then dire-diretso na ang exit nyo na dito, halos silang na. So na-bypass na yung traffic sa Santa Rosa, bibilis ang biyahe papunta Tagaytay or Batangas, kung saan man. Ito po, malaking bagay din po sa traffic natin and we target to deliver by the end of the month.
Secretary Villar also said that travel time from Laguna and Cavite will be cut by more than half, from the usual 2 hours to less than 1 hour when completed in 2022.
Eventually, yung pagtapos na yung buong alignment, yung travel time from Cavitex to SLEX, it will, from 2 hours magiging 45 minutes na lang. Pero itong portion, itong 10 kilometers, siguro may masisave tayo. Nabaw, kung pupunta ka sa Tagaytay, hindi ka na matatraffic sa Santa Rosa, siguro at minimum you can save 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes from your travel time.
MP Cala Holdings Incorporated, for its part, said that Calax will also showcase technologically advanced features such as automatic license plate recognition system, enabling barrier-less entry to the expressway, IP-based speed detection cameras strategically installed, and high-definition CCTV cameras to cover the entire stretch of the expressway to ensure safe and efficient travel of the motorists.
The full 45 kilometers of Cala X is targeted to be completed by the second quarter of 2022. Meanwhile, motorcycle ride-hailing app Angkas is currently on a government-sanctioned pilot run that could pave the way for the legalization of motorcycle taxis in the country. With this, the company gives updates on its status.
Angkas Chief Transport Advocate George Royeca reported that Angkas's pilot run is going very smoothly. This also includes giving reports to the DOTR as the company also gear up for presentation in both houses.
The pilot run, awan ng Diyos, no, is running very smoothly. So we've been sending reports to DOTR. We will be, I think, meeting for a CWG meeting in a couple of weeks. That's going to be the first meeting. So gearing up for the presentation to the Senate and to the Congress, and the Committee on Transportation in Congress and the Committee on Public Services of Senator Grace Poe.
Having mentioned the involvement of the legislators into the legalization of the service, the results and findings on the said pilot run will help in crafting the law with regard to motorcycle taxi operation in the country.
This entire pilot exercise is really in aid of legislation. So hopefully, based on the learnings that we had from the pilot, we can now craft a much better law. I'm happy to say there have been 4 senators that have filed in Senate on July 1 for the motorcycle taxi bill. And hopefully we can adopt na lang the previous one.
As the 6-month pilot run continues, Angkas hopes to share more details and updates to the public once they've gathered all the necessary information to this.
Prior to the pilot run, Angkas retrained their drivers and gave them reflectorized vests carrying their identification number, which also comes with handles on the side for passengers' use and added safety. Continuing, the traffic situation in the country continues to worsen, that some even claim that a transport crisis is now existing and being experienced, most especially by the commuters. A public transport advocate shares some steps to undertake to alleviate this.
In the recent Roads and Traffic Expo Philippines 2019, former Presidential Assistant on Public Transport Affairs and now is a public transport advocate, Mr. Ariel Lim, said that the first thing that the government and the private sector should do is to have an education centering on discipline.
Dapat isama na rin yung tungkol sa traffic sa ating mga schools, di ba? Dahil nakikita po natin na ang traffic po sa Metro Manila alone is talaga pong beyond talaga doon sa sabi nga natin mariresolve within these years. Kasi mukha pong napakahaba ang tatahakin nating problema na to. Una, yun nga sinasabi namin, disiplina. So kailangan ituro na sa mga bata sa maaga pa lang.
Lim claimed that following loading and unloading zones as well as the proper way to cross the street have diminished through time. According to the MMDA, The volume of vehicles adds up every day, but the number of available roads isn't. Mabuhay lanes, for example, are designed to be alternate routes for private motorists. The problem is, there are illegally parked vehicles on the road despite the order of the President and the efforts of the MMDA to clear them. This is where political will and strict implementation of law come in, according to Lim.
Doon mismo sa Mabuhay lanes may mga nakapark. Kahit na po may order ng ating Pangulo, still, kaya na sinasabi ko, nandoon pa rin po. Dahil nga, siguro po, political will. You know why? Isa pong problema natin is, pag taga roon, barangay ang nakakasakop, hindi naman mababantayan ng kung sino. Pero still, nandun dahil hindi nila mapigilan dahil constituency. So, sa tingin po natin, strict implementation of law is another way para makatulong.
Lim also stressed that the main solution to traffic is a mass transport system on trains.
Ang isa po na dapat nating palawigin is yung pong train system. I believe, for myself, the main solution to the problem is a transport system, mass transport. This is the train system.
He also added that increased number of MRT trains and coaches will encourage private motorists to use the system and leave their cars at home.
Lim thanked the DOTR for the efforts of the department on reviving the Bicol line of the PNR and wishes to add more coaches onto the system. And finally, amidst the transportation crisis currently happening in the metro, the DOTR cites its efforts to solve the problem through projects that are underway. The department also calls on the public to be more patient and cooperative in finding solutions.
Recent subsequent incidents that happened at the LRT-1, LRT-2, and the MRT-3 on top of the usual traffic congestion in the metro led to conclusions that the country is facing a mass transportation crisis. According to the DOTR, the Philippines is 20 years behind in terms of transport infrastructure. This is precisely the reason why the DOTR has been employing a catch-up plan to expedite the construction and operationalization of various transport infrastructure projects in the aviation, railways, road, and maritime sectors. This includes the construction of the Metro Manila Subway, MRT-7, LRT-1 Cavite Extension, LRT-2 East Extension, PNR Clark Phase 1, Common Station, PNR Calamba, PNR Bicol, LRT-2 West Extension, Subic-Clark Railway, and the Mindanao Railway. The department also reiterated the massive rehabilitation of the MRT-3 by its original provider, which started in May 2019, is still ongoing. Once completed in July 2021, it is expected that the number of running trains will increase from the current 15 to 20. Speed will be doubled from 30 kilometers per hour to 60 kilometers per hour, and ridership will rise from 250,000 to 600,000 per day.
The DOTR and its attached agencies reiterate that they are united in doing everything they can to bring back dignity in commuting and to provide Filipinos a comfortable life. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Here's Ray Louie.
Thanks, Susie. The MMDA recently relaunched the country's first ever road safety park in Adriatico, Manila, in an effort to promote road safety and traffic discipline to children. MMDA Chairman Danny Lim led the relaunching of the park, along with the Oishi Liwayway Marketing Corporation and the Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The free pavilion structure aimed at giving shade to children during road safety lectures inside the park was also unveiled.
Nais kong magpasalamat sa inyong lahat na nakikiisa sa muling pagpapasinaya ng ating park. Itong araw na ito ay mahalaga hindi lamang para sa pagtatampok ng mga bagong pag-unlad sa ating lugar, ngunit para sa mga bata na makikinabang at matututo sa pagbisita sa pasilidad na ito.
The 4,600 square meter Children's Road Safety Park was built in 2012. It has miniature infrastructures like pedestrian crossing, intersection, road signs, and replicas of building establishments like school, hospital, and church.
More than a recreational park, this is actually an educational park which aims to impart knowledge and learning experience on the most appropriate use of our road to promote road safety to our children.
The agency believes that teaching road safety and traffic discipline at a young age is more effective as children bring it as they grow. The MMDA chairman also reported that over 600,000 people have already visited the park.
Aabot na sa lagpas 630,890 ang bumisita at nakinabang sa ating pagtuturo mula noong ito ay buksan natin sa publiko. So ito ay para sa ating mga kabataan.
Chairman Lim said that this road safety park, in a way, is a generational approach in addressing problems in the society, particularly on traffic.
We can say that this is a generational approach to addressing some of our societal ills, lalo na yung problema natin sa traffic. The old adage, yung naririnig natin na it's very difficult to teach old dogs new tricks, is all too true. Kung yung mga walang disiplina sa paggamit ng ating mga lansangan, nasanay na sa ganyan, hindi sumusunod sa batas, napakahirap baguhin. So that's why I said it's a generational approach. Dahil mula sa mga kabataan pa lang, tinuturuan na natin at mas malaki yung tsansa that they will internalize this at dadalhin nila ito habang sila ay lumalaki at maging mga responsableng mamamayan ng ating bansa.
The MMDA Children's Road Safety Park shall serve as a facility for learning road safety and in becoming responsible road users.
Ito ay magsisilbing isang importanteng pasilidad na patuloy na maglilinang ng kaalaman ng publiko upang maging mabuti at disiplinadong mamamayan.
The park is open to public for free from Monday to Sunday, except Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 15 persons below are accepted as walk-in visitors. Exceeding number shall write a letter addressed to the MMDA chairman for request to visit the park. That was MMDA Chairman Danny Lim on the relaunch of the MMDA Children's Road Safety Park. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Ako po si Michael Kaliwag, 12 taon ng patrol crew para sa NLEX ECTEX. Bilang patrol crew, handa akong humarap sa anumang di naasahang sitwasyon. Naalala ko pa noon, 2009, Bagyong Ondoy. Papatrol kami sa NLEX nang may nakita kami isang pamilya na natrap sa bubong. Kahit kailangan magpatrol, nagdesisyon kami na sagapin at iligtas sila. Kami ang NLEX ECTEX Patrol Crew, kaagapay at katuwang nyo sa mas maayos na paglalakbay.
Continuing with motoring today, here once again is this week's series of valuable motoring tips. We start off with road safety reminders on the Young Street Smarts portion, courtesy of Toyota. As seen on the animation, vehicles turning right have the right of way bago ang mga liliko sa kaliwa. Always be patient, lalo na kung ikaw ay nasa intersection para maiwasan ang aksidente. Proper driver's demeanor, especially among drivers of public utility vehicles, is one of the major concerns we are addressing on our segment, Payong Tsoper, courtesy of Mitsubishi.
Payong tsoper lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Jake, isang kapwa nyo tsoper. Loading and unloading ng mga pasahero sa tamang lugar lamang gawin.
May tamang lugar para magbaba at magsakay ng pasahero. Kaya doon ihinto ang iyong sasakyan. Iwasan makaabala sa ibang motorista, kaya itabi mo ang sasakyan mo. Huwag sa gitna ng daan pumarada. Huwag ka nang dumagdag sa problema natin sa kalsada. Matuto kang sumunod sa batas trapiko.
Kung ayaw mong maabala, huwag ka ring mangabala. Makisama ka, kaya't huwag basta humarang sa kalsada. Ito po si Jake Gonzalez, Payong Tsoper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsoper.
The things that make my day. My Mini-Me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Ano man ang marating, binabalikan pa rin. Ang mga unang pangarap, mga unang nakasama, mga unang aral, at ang unang naging gabay sa biyahe ko sa buhay.
Oh, Joshua, napauwi ka!
Siyempre, miss ko na first love ko eh.
Make more firsts with a Mitsubishi Mirage. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
NLEX Viaje Tips presents Healthy Road Trip. It's time for that much-awaited vacation, but here are a few things to watch out for. Sitting for long periods of time can form blood clots in your body like in the legs. To avoid that, stop for a quick break, get up, and move around to get your blood pumping. Car air conditioners speed up dehydration, so make sure to drink water frequently. Lastly, while driving, protect your eyes from the sun by wearing UV blocking sunglasses. And for a smoother trip up north, you can now drive all the way to your destination with one RFID. Get your Easy Trip RFID sticker now.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
We're back. We now welcome you to Motoring Today's World of Motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. We're heading to the last few vital rounds of several popular motorsports championships accredited by the Automobile Association Philippines this year. And the last race weekend of October will feature two popular championships that are hotly contested yearly. October 26 will see the 8th and last round of the 2019 Philippine Autocross Championship Series to be held in Robinson, Santa Rosa. Billed as the final showdown, the last round is expected to see the crowning of the overall championship contested this season by a father and his son, Carlos and Inigo Anton, who also are in the running for respective class championships. Some of class championships have already been secured, but there are still some to be decided on this last round of autocross competition. And this is expected to make for on-the-edge performance from many of the title contenders and also from some also-rans looking to end their autocross season with a bang. The next day, October 27, will see Leg 10 of the 2019 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series at the NE Pacific Mall in Cabanatuan. This will be the first of 3 final legs yet to be contested this year, and may be one of the more significant rounds for the remaining contenders for Slalom King title, vacated by Milo Rivera, who decided to concentrate on circuit racing this year. Milo's brother, Estefano, is seen as the front runner for the overall title, with Paui Base leading the pack chasing him. There are also many class championships still open with 3 legs left, and this is expected to encourage contenders to drive on the limit to remain in contention till their last run. It's definitely a packed weekend for all motorsports fans and enthusiasts. Buckle up! More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. A form of rally sport that reinforces the benefits of actually obeying speed limits and traffic rules and regulations. And it's actually fun. Indeed, there is one, it's called the STV Auto Rally Corporate Challenge. Race Weekend shows us again why and how. It's back! The STV Auto Rally Corporate Challenge. Now on its 11th consecutive year, gathered local auto manufacturers and distributors to a friendly motorsports competition that also advocates road safety. This year, 10 automotive companies have signed up for the Sampaguita Type Rally or Tulip Type Rally, in which the competition is based on which team can follow a route and go through time controls as defined in the route book. The teams from participating companies arrive early at the starting point of this year's STV ARCC, powered by Phoenix Petroleum. For this year, the rally starts and ends inside the Clark Global City. The stages for the morning and afternoon runs are set within and around nearby areas and passing through expressways operated by NLEX Corporation. George Ramirez, longtime chief steward of the rally, explains the reason for this.
Well, this one, first of all, both morning and afternoon legs started and finished here in Clark. Whereas before it started in Subic, then we go to Clark, and then we come back, or vice versa, or something like that. This time it was just literally looping around Clark, right? So that's the main difference. And then we did different roads. We've never been to Magalang and Mabalacat, which is the area that we did in the morning. We've done the inside Clark before, but I did it totally different than I did back in, I can't remember which one it was where we used it here. So there's some new roads and some new gates, so I used all these new elements just to keep them busy.
Aside from quickly studying the route book to get the directions right, there is some math involved to get speed and distance right to pass through undisclosed time controls or checkpoints along the route. Traffic conditions on the road make attaining the average speeds set in the route book all the more difficult, and all teams are enjoined to obey traffic rules and regulations, including speed limits at all times. The rally rules seem to run counter to most motorsports disciplines that put a premium on driver skill and speed, but participants, especially new ones, all have one word to describe the experience. Dexter Aiko and John Dizon are members of Team JAC Motors Philippines.
Sobrang saya kasi hindi ko na-expect na ganun yung mangyayari. Kala ko parang sobrang hirap. Pero nag-enjoy kami kasi hinahanap namin yung tamang daan, tapos yung mga checkpoints, kailangan alert ka rin.
The challenge to calculate the speeds while driving in traffic to ensure getting to time controls or checkpoints at precisely the right time makes the timer the most important in the team.
For the timer, we tried to figure it out as early as last night going into it kasi nga first time, so I wasn't sure what I was gonna do exactly. So parang we figured out the formula lang para mabilis. So thankfully it helped naman. Nagpapanik ako actually when I first got the handbook. Parang like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Well, eventually I got it down. Tapos nung like midway through the first route, okay na. Parang I think I was getting the hang of it na.
Another first timer is Anjo de los Reyes, who was member of Team Volkswagen Philippines.
Actually, I thought the competition would be really tough. I thought it would be very or too competitive. But actually, when I was the driver of Volkswagen Tiguan, and for the first leg of the competition, it was very relaxed and chill. You just have to follow the navigation guide.
Members of the motoring media are sprinkled among the various teams, invited by participating automotive companies to compete on their behalf. Among these lucky invitees is Raymond Tribdino, who represented Team Maxus Philippines.
It's a time, speed, distance format. So the best part, I think, was race number 1. Because the morning race was very technical. It had a lot of twists and turns and required a lot of teamwork and cooperation between the driver and the navigator. Unfortunately for us, I confidently think that we finished the first 3 stages well. We had a little problem on the 4th stage, but we totally lost it on the 5th stage. But in the afternoon, I think we did very well despite the heavy rains, and we were calculating everything very well. And the special stage was fun because it was wet.
The fun and challenge of competing in the STV ARCC has lured past winners back to the competition. Eric Valera, who was part of the team that won 3 consecutive championships before missing last year's rally, is back in competition, this time with Team Lexus.
We didn't join last year because we won 3 years in a row with Subaru and 3 years in a row with Mini. So we decided to rest, and this year Lexus invited us. And we're promising them another 3 years.
And what was their winning strategy?
Our usual strategy is to stay as close as possible to the speed. Don't miss a checkpoint. Don't get lost. The time is the bonus only. If you can perfect the time, then that will make you more competitive. But the most important thing is to maintain the speed.
Part of this year's stages include using the expressways, but to avoid making long queues at toll gates, the cars in the rally are equipped with RFIDs so they can use the designated RFID lanes to get into and out of the tollways, the benefits of which were experienced by the teams.
Having RFID is actually very convenient. Kasi syempre, you don't have to line up dun sa other lanes, and it doesn't take, as in once you're there, just wait for a little while and then you go right ahead. So it's very convenient. If everyone can get it, I suggest to get it, lalo na if you travel, if you use NLEX or SCTEX all the time, which personally actually I do. So
it helped a lot because of course there were long queues for those paying in cash, and since we had the RFID, then we all went straight to the RFID lanes, and it saved us a lot of time.
In this particular rally, I'm very glad that with the help of the North Luzon Expressway, we had RFID stickers on the cars. That managed a lot of the time, cut down also the time that was added to our scores because it didn't depend on change and whatever. It made things not only speedy but I think safer for everybody.
This year, ARCC Chief Steward George Ramirez spiced up the rally with special stages that made it really more fun for newbies and veterans alike.
Well, the special stage is it's a time, unlike when you're running on the street, then we're following the speed limits of the road and all these things, no? And then the special stage is a closed area, so there's no outside traffic, and I set out a track, and then I set a time at a reasonable speed, not slow but not super fast either, just a good happy speed. That's why people like it, because they get to drive a little faster. And then it still runs on the same premise that you have to be exactly on time. So if you're ahead of the time that I posted, each second is a demerit. If you are slower, then my time, every second is a demerit. So it's still the thing of being exactly on time. It's not pabilisan na, just go as fast as you can and then that's it. No, it's not like that. It's still regulated.
The teams all love the special stage, especially with afternoon rains, making it more challenging. And these left many wanting to have more of them in the future, and eager to be part of the next staging of STV ARCC.
Well, it's fun. It's very fun. The special stage, we've been talking about it since we started. Then, actually, it's like the rough road, the surprises. It's unexpected, but it's really fun. We almost got the perfect time.
Yung biglang umulan, tapos yung nasa mud, mga nasa lupa kami. Kasi nag-enjoy talaga ako, parang rally talaga na.
My first experience was really good. I really enjoyed and I really had a good time with my car mates and my teammates. And I would look forward to eventually joining again next year.
I was driving the G10, impressive van, very powerful, and on manual mode drives like a sedan. So we were very nimble and very flexible as we went along. My expectations, which I plan to join the next rally, I think my expectations would be that I'm sure that there will be more participants, and I'd also want to look at seeing more special stages.
At the end of the 2019 STV ARCC, the Lexus Rally team ended up as the corporate team champion, with the Mini Rally team in second and the Subaru Rally team in third. In the individual team competition, vehicle number 14 of Isuzu crewed by Alson Camacho, Anjo Perez, and Steve Akayan was the winner. STV is looking forward to holding the Auto Rally Corporate Challenge next year.
Well, this is Butch's advocacy, right, for safety and following the rules and good motoring, right? They should join it, and I hope more people do it. It makes you realize also a lot of things of why speeds are the way they are, and you understand a lot of the things to do with motoring better.
It's been going on annually for 11 years now. And from the positive reaction of participating teams, drivers, timekeepers, and navigators, the STV ARCC should continue to be a much-awaited event for participants and automotive companies. That's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
Mitsubishi Xpander. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Ah, the things that make my day. My Mini-Me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
your journey. The new Montero Sport. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Mitsubishi Motor Philippines has officially launched the new 2020 Montero Sport.
Tonight, we introduced the Mitsubishi 20 model year Montero Sport to the public, and we're very happy and proud to have this model available in this market right now.
As presented during the grand launching, the new model is designed with a more robust, powerful appearance, providing the vehicle a tougher look, while complemented with a refreshed interior that delivers a luxurious and comfortable feel. The new Mitsubishi Montero Sport is also equipped with advanced features both for convenience and safety, making each driving experience fun and worry-free.
The main feature that we would like to highlight is adapting the second generation dynamic shield. This was first introduced with the Mitsubishi Xpander, later on introduced with the Mitsubishi Strada itself. Now, Mitsubishi Montero has the same front design second generation dynamic shield. It looks more robust, it looks more tough with the Montero Sport.
When it comes to its powertrain, the 2.4L MiVec turbo diesel in an 8-speed automatic transmission delivers excellent environmental and smooth performance.
The 4N14 engine with 181 horsepower has a smooth drive. It's the only diesel engine with the variable valve timing, which is called the MiVec, and it's also a clean diesel engine. In addition to that, 8-speed is standard, so it gives you a more smoother ride.
Moreover, the new Montero Sport retains the Super Select 4-wheel drive 2 system that delivers optimal traction for all surfaces and confidence-inspiring handling characteristics. The off-road mode with a newly designed switch on 4-wheel drive models elevates all-terrain performance and self-extraction capability through the integrated control of engine output, transmission settings, and brake power. The new Montero Sport comes with many more features intended to level up comfort and convenience for the driver and passengers. Volvo Cars Philippines recently held the Future of Electric Forum in partnership with Partnership for Clean Air held at Bonifacio Global City in Taguig.
We're very proud to be part of this forum, The Future is Electric. We made a partnership with Clean Air. It's really an advocacy of Volvo to take care of the environment from the very start. As we shared during the forum, we've been doing all the studies for electric cars as early as 1970. So right now we take this opportunity, now more than ever, the need to be able to introduce electric cars or hybrid cars in the market.
Chief Executive Officer and President of Volvo Cars Philippines, Attorney Alberto B. Arcilia, opened the forum with hard facts about the environmental challenges everyone is facing and how Volvo is leading the charge in transforming the automotive landscape. The company added that they dared to make a change for the better, starting with how they create their cars.
Omtanke is really a Swedish concept of giving back or being considerate. So this is one of the core values that Volvo as a Swedish company carry. And we are not only going into electric cars, but we're also making sure that by 2025, at least 25% of all the plastic materials are recyclable. So we are not only producing cars that will have less pollution, but we're also making sure that we use our resources even better and we put it into the manufacturing processes of the cars.
Aside from being a founding member of the UN Global Compact, Volvo is also the first premium car manufacturer to declare an industry-leading commitment to electrify its model range, with fully electric cars making up half of global sales by 2025. Volvo Asia Pacific's head of propulsion energy systems and controls and calibration, Nicholas Bratt, also shared Volvo's plans and ambitions. He reiterated why this is the time to go electric with the availability of high-level technology and vehicles that are easy and convenient to drive, environmental friendly, and that offer excellent performance coupled with low running costs. Volvo's Market Area Director for Asia Pacific, Jakob Olsen, further trained the spotlight on Volvo's plans on pursuing a more electric future, starting the first fully electric car in 2019 and moving towards achieving 1 million electrified vehicles on the road by year 2025. Peugeot Philippines has launched the Protectors of the Environment, or the POE program. Under the program, all new owners of Peugeot will be given the option to join the cause by volunteering in tree planting activities in various locations, including private parks of selected communities, public lands reclaimed by the city governments in Metro Manila, and a 1-hectare space in the Angat Dam Reserve, an eco-park adopted and maintained by Peugeot Philippines.
The program that we launched tonight is our corporate social responsibility program called the Protectors of the Environment. The Peugeot Protectors of the Environment program is actually geared towards not just the Peugeot owners, but more importantly, their children. What we will be doing is that for every unit sold, we will be planting several trees in a protected area in the Angat Dam in behalf of our Peugeot owners. Those trees will be named after their children or their chosen relative, whomever they want if they don't have children. And it is our way of expanding our program to not just sell environment-friendly cars, but also go the extra mile and plant that seed in the hearts of our owners. Share that responsibility of saving the environment. We are one with the French Embassy in doing this, and also the DENR.
Educational nature tours and seminars will also be held in partnership with select government and non-profit organizations. Customers can also choose to participate in various international fora on climate change to enhance their understanding of the crisis on a truly global scale. The launch event also introduced the first protectors of the environment, Olivia and Amelia Manzano Reyes, daughters of video blogger and radio DJ Annie Manzano Reyes and businessman GP Reyes. Fruit-bearing trees were dedicated to both Olivia and Amelia during the pilot run of the program at the EVS Village Space in Parañaque City. In other news, Peugeot Philippines finally launched a petrol variant of the 308 SUV Active. The brand takes another step closer in achieving a strong foothold in the market with the launch of the new Peugeot 308 Active Petrol. According to the company, the launch of the 308 SUV Active Petrol allows them to compete fairly with the best products the industry has to offer.
The new Peugeot 388 Active Petrol SUV is our first petrol entry in the 388 segment for like past 2 years or so. We have been selling diesel products for the recent past. With the entry of the petrol variant, we are able to price our products at a lower price point. The petrol variant is priced at 1,890,000 pesos, which means we are now right smack in the consideration set of people buying below the 2 million peso mark. Our diesel products are obviously more expensive than that, a bit more expensive, 2,090,000, and for the GT line. Now, the petrol brings us right smack where the action is in the 5-seat SUV segment. A lot of competitors there. We are glad to be in that segment. We are glad to be offering Peugeot customers a Euro 6 compliant vehicle at that price point. So we're inviting everybody to come into our showrooms and just take a look at the vehicles, test drive them yourselves. We have test drive units in all of our dealerships, so please come visit.
We have more about the local auto industry as we now give you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Here goes the smallest crossover in the world, doing big things. The JAC S1 is packed with features that sets it apart from the rest. Find out more about it here in this week's Showcase. That was the JAC S1 1.3 manual transmission intelligent. Proving that there is more to it than meets the eye. Our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Ano man ang marating, binabalikan pa rin. Ang mga unang pangarap, mga unang nakasama, mga unang aral, at ang unang naging gabay sa biyahe ko sa buhay.
Oh, Joshua, napauwi ka!
Siyempre, miss ko na first love ko eh.
Make more firsts with a Mitsubishi Mirage. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
We now have our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
Over the past weeks, the transport industry was shaken by some claims that the Philippines is now having a mass transport crisis, with all the traffic and unfortunate incidents happening in the industry, especially in the railway sector. The DOTR was then quick to respond by saying that the country is in a 20-year infrastructure backlog and the department's catching up with all the construction and operability of these. Knowing this, we asked the public on their thoughts on the issue. Citing the recent partial shutdown of the LRT2, East commuters we asked believe there is a crisis in their area.
In between dito sa amin, or yung kami dito na nasa lugar namin, vicinity namin yung LRT Santolan, napaka-crisis na niya para sa amin. Para sa amin lang. Kung hindi naman sila dumadaan sa parang way namin, siguro hindi sila ganong naapektuhan, pero pagdating naman talaga sa EDSA, sobrang traffic na rin naman talaga. So parang crisis na din siya.
Yung part lang po na to, para sa akin, yung parang may transport crisis kasi nga wala pong LRT, ang hirap sumakay.
Some of the commuters, on the other hand, bet to disagree on these crisis claims. As we roam around, we fortunately bumped into a student who's taking up a transport-related course and asked her about the said issue. She agreed on the crisis and suggested a workable solution to this that we believe is already being done by transport agencies.
Lalo na po yung course ko kasi is about transportation management. So medyo alam ko talaga na sobrang grabe yung crisis natin pagdating sa transportation. Isa din sa maganda is yung widening of roads for me. Isa din talaga yun para makatulong sa transportation.
Whether or not there is a mass transport crisis in the country, we should all be doing our part in solving our traffic woes. At the end of the day, it will all boil down on how we behave on the road.
That was Motoring Today's public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. We'd like to once again urge the public to help us solve motoring problems in our midst by referring them to us so we can in turn bring them into the attention of involved authorities. Please refer to the screen for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 33rd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!